back to Spotlight On with our very special guest, Michael McCormick, who brought some really sweet things like this puppet right here. So you brought all kinds of fun stuff. I want
Good.
if
Yes,
you could
I
show
did.
it off.
Yes,
That'd
I
be
did.
amazing.
Stripped the house.
Oh man!
Right.
All right.
Lots of interesting stuff.
Let's start by what you have in your hand.
Okay.
What is his name?
This is this is from the Punch and Judy show. This is he's called the Beetle.
Yes.
Right. So he's the guy who's sort of the same sort of position as the what do you call him? Eat porridge, more oatmeal.
The guy from Oliver.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got it. Oliver.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy, same
Yes.
same official status. Okay, and that's Punch and Judy puppet. This is a Punch and Judy puppet, obviously. You know.
I love the detail. I love that. That is the ugliest
Disgusting.
baby I've ever seen.
It is it is a totally disgusting baby. and that's completely with malice aforethought.
Absolutely. So please.
And this
tell
is
us
the
more.
baby when he gets his head pulled. You see how like,
He pulls his head.
Sorry.
Here, we can't really see too much of it. Here, I would like to see that again for our
Okay,
viewers
here we
go. And then he just kind of. Please
great.
tell us how that came around.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Punch and Judy.
It's ancient. You know, it's probably just basic, fundamental slapstick comedy. Everything came from Punch and Judy. It's conceivably the oldest single piece of continually performed drama there's ever been. So it's and I do a good one. But
All right, that's good.
and we got Sean, my son, and I got famous in England for being Americans doing a good Punch and Judy show.
That's the way to do it, man. Show them how to do it.
And this is a character called, not using him too much these days.
Right, I haven't seen it.
I understand.
But anyway, he is Shalabala, which is sort of a Georgian character, funny language stuff that they did.
Yes.
Shalabala, Shalabala.
I like
He's
it.
the Asian gentleman or the Oriental gentleman.
May I ask, how do you get it to where you have a look to it? And I love your style, the look about it. How do you get it to that point? What is the process behind that? That is.
It happens really quickly.
It does.
And I wish I had a chunk of clay here to show you
Yeah.
how it happens.
I wish we did too.
Maybe we can do it. We can do this again sometime.
I would
Yeah,
So,
love
that'd
to.
be amazing.
because it's I call it sketching, clay sketching, and you capture something, you know, and just because it's beyond you,
Right.
It's coming from, you know, the vapors, but it's there, and it's when it comes, you know, and then you can just use that as the model to go ahead and do your final sculpt, and the whole thing can be very quick. But
Sarah, do you see that? How many of those are left? Mr. McCormick, can you show us, please?
yeah,
this-
definitely.
this-
And I,
this-
you know, I seriously don't know how many of these are around. There were several made, and this
Oh.
one, this is
Yeah,
the shard.
I do want to.
This is the shard from Dark Crystal.
That is
right?
awesome. I'm again really
Not
trying to
made by
contain
me.
it.
Not made by me.
Of course not, but this is a trophy, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
From
It
your
sort
your
of,
work,
it
your
was,
wonderful work
yeah.
on the Dark
And
Crystal.
it's-
That is amazing.
It was. And for the first time in the business to get that opportunity to work that way was a trip. This is also, I don't know, can you see that?
Yes, sir. There, I'll bring it up here. Oh, you got it. Great.
This guy, can we go close on
Yes,
that?
yes, we can.
This is one of the, a model that I made. It's the first out of the mold, and it was specifically for using and cutting up and making into jewelry pieces for the Skeksis.
Right on.
So you sort of end up with something like this
that.
hanging on your face. You saw Alien?
Yes, of course, yes.
But-
Now,
Yes.
let's get down to it here.
okay, that's the blind man from Punch and Judy.
Punch and Judy.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the.
Yeah,
He's got a definite.
and he's a phony blind man, right?
Right.
Yes, of
You
course.
understand.
Of course.
Because on the streets of London in 1800,
Shows
you
how
could
use that.
fake it. You
don't
know,
wanna-
you had to fake it, right?
Yes, you can.
But there he is in all his glory.
That's
And he's sort of-
amazing. That is some amazing work. That sounds like me after a long night.
very.
You're making me want to give him change right now.
And that's this is a project that I'm working on and have been for several years, which is, this is a character that I came up with called Thaddeus Rook.
Okay.
And Thaddeus is going to hopefully, I'm talking about it with somebody tomorrow, actually,
Oh,
Wednesday.
great.
To see if we can move it forward a little bit, is a character designed to teach or to create enthusiasm in students for the sciences, math, and so on and so forth. So he's a time hopper. You know, he's a dunk, dunk, dunk through space. He's
Yes.
a jumper, space jumper. And he's a half alchemist and half raven, or the rook is a raven in Europe. Right?
Yes, yes.
So it's that's what he is, and he's half strange alchemist called Maximus Lumblot, and this was his pet until, in a great explosion, they were molecularly reconfigured, right, into Thaddeus Rook.
That's amazing. And that's the children's show you're developing.
This is a children's show series. Yeah, it'll be a
That's really
series.
great.
Yeah.
Thaddeus Rook, that's a great name for him.
Do you want that to be in America or?
Whoever picks it up, I'll be perfectly happy to work with yours.
Hey, that's,
Yeah,
I can't wait to see.
I love.
Make
you
a
know,
direct plea, I
yeah,
would say.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, European living is great. I really appreciate it. So does my wife. So I mean, it can only be good.
Absolutely.
But that's this is the back plate.
Here, do you mind if I
no,
pick this
go
up? All
ahead,
right,
please,
great, awesome.
please. It
Oh,
may
well,
be
that
the
was
only
gonna be
one
heavy.
left to survive.
This is the what now?
It's the back plate off the back of the scientist Skeksis, which you can see in the
Right,
clip.
from-
If you look
from
for it
the
in the
back.
clip, it's in that death scene. Of
Oh
the,
man, that is
yeah.
awesome. Backplate.
Be way careful with that, James.
I am being very way careful with it, man. This is, oh man, I
Do you know in that death scene, the emperor's laying on the
Yes.
bed. He's holding that gold staff, or the symbol of office.
Yeah.
That was made by a young woman who was working for me at the time, and her name was Kathy. Her last name was Kubrick, and her daddy was, in fact,
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
That's awesome. that's a small world out there then.
it's, film is a small world.
All right, I'm gonna set this back down.
So the directive is be nice.
Yeah, absolutely right,
Somebody is watching.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for bringing all this today.
Yes.
And thank you so much for being here today.
It was a pleasure,
A
a genuine pleasure.
Oh man.
And thank you guys for joining us today. I want to thank our special guest, Michael McCormick, and I want to thank you, James, very much.
Thank you, sir. I guess it's none to me.
And please join us next week when we turn the spotlight on.
Around here, we have a great deal of respect and admiration for Doc. For one thing, he has more degrees than a thermometer. For another, we just kind of like him. So when he told us the other day he was feeling his age, we all paid attention. He said he'd been down at the feed store the other day to buy some grain for his horse, and the only way he could get it was in a 100-pound sack. While he was standing there, trying to figure out how to keep from killing himself, the kid at the feed store picked up the sack and carried it out to his truck. Well, the memory of that moment is still painful for Doc. As he explained to us later, the kid embarrassed him by carrying that sack out to the truck, and she shouldn't have done it. From home country, I'm Slim Randalls. See you next time.
Spotlight On would like to thank the following local businesses for their generous support. Lessman's Pro Audio and Lighting. Visit them on the web at www.lessmans.com or call 1-888-LESSMANS. Pizza 9 with 12 locations to serve you. Visit them online at www.pizza9.com for the location nearest you. HBW Helping Build Wealth. For your financial planning and insurance needs, contact James Tomei at 505-440-0317. First Impressions, Inc., Albuquerque's premier full-service printing company since 1986. Visit them on the web or call 505-255-6321.